Europe is a whole nother grind. Everyone's, because you're not dealing with just foreigners, you're dealing with domestic players too. And like some of the best shooters I've seen have been overseas.
Oh, really?
What? Yes. Yeah, like it's a different brand of basketball. Like way more physical, way more fundamentally sound. Like,
Fans different too?
Yeah, it takes like the college game and it turns it up a notch. And you playing
so
with grown men, yeah, it's harder.
Oh.
With grown men, like the speed of the game, like, and guys are like specialists. Like you playing against the guys. So if you're a foreigner making it playing at these top leagues in Germany, like you the best of the best, you're the cream of the crop. Like, so you ain't there, you ain't no slacking dudes. If they good at what they do. So if a dude you look on the scouting report, it's like a right hand drive guy, whatever. Best believe he gonna be nice at that right hand drive. like
Yo, I done had so many long nights, so many bad times, wish that I could rewind. I done had so many long nights, so many bad times, wish that I could rewind. This thing we call life, so many long nights.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Bank. Welcome back to another episode of Make Some Shape.
Y'all ready to get straight into it, bro? We got a special guest. First thing I want to do though, bro, is thank Ray for setting this up, because I don't even know this man. He set this up, but I'm excited because you know I love to talk basketball and business. So I appreciate you for being here, first of all.
No problem.
Second of all, my man's Mr. T-shirt, Mandel, bro. Y'all go check out his site, Supreme. I'm gonna put his little Instagram at the bottom. But to get straight into this, man, check this out. Special guest today, 6'7" right? Look, he think he's coming out the top. 6'7", right? Played high school basketball at Hopewell, right?
Yep.
20 points, 10 rebounds he averaged in high school. Senior year.
Yep.
Okay, all right. Then took his talents to Davidson, 2-time All-American,
Yes, sir.
2-time conference MVP.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, look, he's still not done. Listen, that's not even all his accolades. Check this out. Then went overseas, played in Italy, Israel,
Yep. Japan, yep.
Germany.
Yep.
Going crazy, right? Going crazy.
A little bit.
He's still not done, y'all. He also has his own brand, So Prolific Group.
Yep.
My man,
Thanks,
Devon Brooks, bro.
Appreciate it. Appreciate the introduction. That's big time.
Yeah. Glad to have you here for real, bro.
I'm glad to be here.
Check this out, though. I'm gonna get straight into it because I had to know from the beginning. I always ask this at the beginning. What was your dream growing up? Like, what was the first thing, like, when you was young, like, what you want to be?
Actually, my dream growing up was actually I want to be an architect.
Architect?
Man, fuck out of here.
Yeah, I know, right?
For real, no. For real.
Deadass?
Deadass. No, my freshman year I went to a school called Philip Berry on the west side, and it was like the only school at the time that had the magnet program for like architecture and stuff. So like that's why I went there for. I like basketball, so like.
Time out.
Yeah.
What's your dream you want to get? No, somebody.
That's like I love houses. I love art. Like I love building things.
No, I think that's dope. But you're the first person that ever heard say that was their dream, but like growing up.
Yeah, 'cause I used to show used to come on Discovery Channel. I forgot, and like they used to tell like show how bridges were built and houses and skyscrapers and stuff like that. So I thought that was always interesting. So I was just like, I want to be an architect.
For real?
Yeah. So
That's what you did. But listen, who put you on basketball? Like, what made you be like, okay, I want to go down the hooping road then? If you want to be an architect.
I always liked hooping. Like it was more just for fun. Really, yeah. So I mean, all my homies hoop, so I just hoop. I mean, Charlotte, North Carolina in general is just everyone plays ball.
So you grew up here.
Yeah.
You was born in Georgia, but you
Born in
grew up
Georgia,
in
grew up in Charlotte. Yeah. So everyone hoop. Yeah, so that's what I fell into. So like after my sophomore year of high school, I couldn't play because I had just moved out the school zone. So I sat out a year. I missed my sophomore year. So that time, during that time I was working at Chick-fil-A not far from here, and then just working out for spent the whole year just working out.
I'm saying when you was growing up though, like was you in the gym by yourself or was there somebody push you to get better? Did you have to train?
I would there was some players like some trainers I hooked up with, but really it's just me and my man Ray, for real.
Right.
Like, yeah. bro. Ray's crazy. Like I've known Ray since day like that's a real day one, like since middle school. So like we've always been like I say the most dedicated person. Like he's the because this man used to be like, all right, we're gonna wake up at like Kobe used to wake up at 7 a.m. So we're gonna go to the Y from 7 to 7. We did that shit for like a month straight, dog. Like no bullshit. Like, I don't know if I can cuss, but just going to the Y, just working out nonstop. And for real, like he pushed me. I didn't know how good I could be. Like I just love working out.
So you were Ray.
Yeah.
Listen, let me tell you something about Ray. I used to play in my high school. I'm in high school, in college all the time. Locking Ray up, but once you lock him up, he shoots right over you, bro. Yeah. I've never seen a high release like that. It gets on my nerves.
It's cash, bro. Cash. Bro, we played in like little rec leagues when we was younger, bro. We used to go for 30, like just off a pro hop and just pull it up over dudes, like no cap. So like Ray's always been nice, high IQ guy. Like he just didn't have the stature, didn't have the body for it, really. But as far as like the drive, the work ethic, and like, man, yeah,
Hey, let me say something. I'm not gonna let fly over. You said y'all was in what? 7 a.m.
7 a.m. 7 p.m.
For a month straight.
Yeah.
So my thing is, how old were you at the time? Were you at college?
No, we were in high school. It's only like 14, 15.
Oh,
like 14.
So
it's
for 11, 12.
Yeah, it's for 11, 12.
So that work ethic like that you've been had.
Yeah, I've been had that for the longest. Like, really got that to me. Like, my grandfather always worked. Like, so when I was younger, living with him, I mean, I was cleaning factories and scrubbing the floors. And like, we had a cleaning service. Yeah, so we used to, I was taught that from a young age. Work. When I worked at Chick-fil-A, is working. So like, it's always if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna be all in with it. Like, if I'm gonna do something, we're not gonna half-ass it. Like, I mean, something that we're gonna do it.
All right, so check this out. When was you like, okay, I can really do this hooping thing? Like, when did you realize you was good? When did you think?
That was actually like I knew I was like good. Like I didn't know how good I could be till I got to college. That's when I kind of like took it to a whole other level. Just because I actually went to a place that actually believed in me, like, and I met the right people at the time.
So you didn't know you was good when you took your team to 52-4. You didn't know you was good.
No, so this is going like the thing is, like, high school was easy. Like, everyone, I knew I would play in college, but like after that, like I wasn't expecting to play after college. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a job, whatever. It's like going into college, like my expectations wasn't going. I'm trying to be a pro. My expectation, yeah, I did mentally, but like, I met my head coach at Davidson, Coach McKillop, best coach in the world.
Still there?
He just retired. He just retired. So after 33 years. Yeah, 33. He lived right across the street. He's been there for 33 years. Like, and greatest human being. Like, yeah, it's the greatest.
Oh, yeah, quote what he said. Don't get it twisted. The man did. Yeah. Go to the same school as one of the greatest.
And then seeing Steph in person, and being around him during the times I was, like, great human being. It's all about character. Like, if you didn't know Steph, like, without the accolades, if you didn't know he was an NBA player, he wouldn't be like.
So he used to come back to school, like you seen him?
Yeah. So during the lockout, he came back, and we was actually like had like a class together. He was taking like summer classes. And congratulations to him, because he just got his degree, just graduated. So that's big time.
Hey, that's lit.
That's lit right there. So lit. Now he gonna have his jersey retired and everything. So I'm happy for TCC for life. So
that's tough for sure. But listen, how many? Okay. High school, double-double, all-star game, you scored. I know that guy did my research.
Yeah.
Check this out. What schools did you get like offers from? Was it just Davidson or was it?
So crazy stories. I actually committed to Howard before.
HBCU?
DC, yeah. I actually committed to Howard because they had a great architecture program. So that's why I was really about to go there. So that was my whole thing. Plus, like, because that's why I was like, basketball is cool. I was just using basketball just to get scholarship. That's how I was looking at it. So I was going to DC. I went there, took my official visit, took it on homecoming weekend. So you can only imagine what that was like. So so I committed on the spot. Like, oh, this is love right here. Shit. Like, this is Chocolate City. I'm straight. But the coach got fired, so I decommitted. I was able to get out the letter of intent, open my recruiting back up, and it was Davidson, App State, College of Charleston was my final three.
Did you visit App and Boone?
Yeah, I did. It was cool. It was cool. Really cool. Buzz Peterson was the coach at the time, so he wanted me really bad. But really, my high school coach, he's the one who persuaded me to go to Davidson. I really was just like,
So when you went, you went to visit though, right?
Yeah, I went on the visit.
Like it, the visit, or it was like
I was just like coach, this ain't for me. Like, like you going from, like I said, I committed to Howard to going to Davidson, complete opposite. Like in every way, so it's like only 20 black people on Davidson.
Like, probably all athletes.
Yeah, I mean, it's a couple of students, but it's just like out of 1,800, it's probably like 40 black people.
That's crazy. That's how it be though.
Yeah, that's how
it be. Realize, unless it's HBCU.
Yeah, it's HBCU.
Exactly. That's why I try to push more people to HBCUs, really. But so okay, you get to Davidson. First year, I think what you averaged like 9-10.
Yeah, I averaged like 9-10 points a game.
But
So you played some true freshman.
I played my whole freshman year. The game, the speed of the game was crazy. But the thing is, my coach believed in me. He's like, shit, just threw me into the fire.
So you had that work ethic in high school, but when you got to college, was it like shot? Was it like a whole different workout?
Yeah, college is a whole nother vibe. Like, if you don't love not just basketball but the sport, and you being a Division I athlete, like it's a full-time job.
So
full-time job.
When did you have to wake up? I just want to know that. But
the wake up, the practices wasn't like in no crazy hours. Not like we had practices like because Coach McKillop, he like we gonna get to the point we don't got to do all that. So and plus with class, like Davidson's hard enough. I was about to transfer after my freshman year because I had a 1.85. I was close. I was teetering on the edge. And it was coming from a 4.0 student. Like,
it was hard.
Yeah, bro, that's just the hardest. Huh?
It was a private school, right?
Private school, yeah. Hardest understatement.
Really?
Yeah. Like it's like I literally called my mom and called coach. Was like, I'm done because I was tired of getting C minuses and D's. Like I was putting 20 hours of studying. I'm really studying. I'm not like, I'm really trying. Yeah, like I'm not like I'm in study hall. Like I'm really trying. Like so that was the biggest thing for me.
Dang. So y'all had tutors though, right? Or not?
Yeah, tutors, but bro, when I tell you, like, you take a test, like, I'll give you, just to put this in perspective, one of my best friends went to Harvard. He's a sophomore. He took a econ, he's like a second tier econ class in Harvard. Yeah. In Davidson, I'm in econ 101. I'm working on stuff in 101 that he's not even touching on yet, and that's at Harvard.
That's wild.
And then Davidson doesn't do grade inflation. Like, so they really, it's almost impossible to get an A. They don't give out A's like that.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, that's stupid though.
You know how many doctors you been in school with?
Like,
oh god.
Oh yeah. So the people you meet there is interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. But like all my teammates, if they not hooping, they doing something.
And I feel like with Davidson, they always have a good program, but you can tell by the way the coach he recruit a certain type of player. Everybody in the team IQ be high as fuck.
Oh yeah, you.
I noticed that even this year, I'm like, damn, like that's who they recruit.
Because he teaches the game.
Right.
Like Coach McKillop, it's like when you go overseas, everyone knows Coach McKillop. My overseas coach know Coach McKillop. So like the way he installs and he teaches the game of basketball, it's really like gives me even helps me today, gives me that edge, just the IQ, how to score, how to move without the ball, like that cerebral aspect of the game. He teaches that, and because you're not gonna play if you don't know that. And the way you go through it, he instills it. Like all the little details matter. Like that's what leads to winning. So like my freshman year, he came in, brought us all in. It was like, all right, we missed like 100 or 200 some free throws and like 180 layups. If we would have made half of these, we would have been like, instead of 15 and 17, would have been 22 and something like that. Like, bro, he writes journals every day. So like he come in and breaks stuff down like that. So like after my freshman year, that's the first year that the first summer, the coaches can work out with the athletes over the summer, which only get 2 hours. And I was the only one. I was the only one that was local. Everyone else went home for the summer. So those 2 hours, I was there with I was with the coaching staff. So all the coaching staff and me doing workouts. So I had I was working out weekly with them.
Going into your freshman sophomore year.
Going into my sophomore year.
See, that was a game changer in your career.
Yeah, that and then meeting my trainer Blake, who he worked Steph Curry, like works out with Steph Curry. Like the reason Steph is who I think he is today is because of Blake.
Oh man.
Yeah. So like I met him, and then that's when everything took off.
So check this out. Okay, first 2 years you're doing amazing. You know, like I said, All-American, MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
What made you stay your last year? Like, why? If I was me, I'm going to the NBA. I'm trying to go to the NBA. Or was there no, like, what is that next step like? Because I don't know. Was there no?
At the time, the game was the NBA is a different game now. When I was coming in, I feel like if I was coming out now, I'll be more of a prototypical NBA player. I feel like I was a year earlier, 2 years too early, because the knock on me was I didn't have a specific role. I was too versatile to do a lot. Like all the GMs told me that. Or I was like, if you were 6'9" or 6'10", you'll be a lottery pick. I'm like, bro, like it's not. And I'm cooking dudes that's 6'9", 6'10". I'm like, bro, it's not even about the height. Like, and then like going into these NBA workouts, cooking dudes there, and I'm just like, and I saw a political side of it. So that's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying it was the first 2 years you, or like after?
Oh no, I mean the first 2 years I was gonna stay at Davidson the 4 years. I was pretty set on that. Like I kind of got. I mean, the feedback I got at the time was I would be undrafted, so I was just stay in school. But during that time, you can't just flip flop like you can today.
Oh.
So if you declare you all in, like there's no coming back. So I was just like, I'm just gonna stay here.
So speaking of on top, well not on top, but how you feel about the transfer portal? Like,
I think it's great.
think it's great for real?
Yeah, because it gives kids the opportunity, especially with COVID and everything. I understand it, especially how coaches be leaving and flip flopping and doing whatever.
Yeah.
So I feel like kids should have the same freedom. But at the same time, like you get the kids like, all right, I'm just gonna go there, train, don't work right your freshman year, and then you transfer and this, that, and third. You're switching teams. Then you get lost in the funnel. Like I feel like going to college, like you said, it's a full-time job. But especially as athletes going in, it could be a whirlwind because it's the 180 flip between all right, showing like, oh, we love you, we want you here, blah blah blah, this that you're gonna be great until that day one, that first day of practice, there's a complete 180. You're like on your ass. Like, so you like, yeah, what the hell is this? Like, like, what is this? And then you also in there with dudes that's been in there 2-3 years, or you 18, you 21, so you got now you going from the top of being the senior back to now you the bottom of the totem pole again.
So speaking, you got something?
I just want to say one thing before we moved on past the college thing. You had mentioned earlier when we were talking, you said game speed. I want you to talk about the transition from the high school game speed to the college game speed. This part, because we got some.
Yeah, because this everything's bigger, faster, stronger opponents. Number one, but small details matter when you're playing bigger, faster opponents. It's all about, for me, I think about just being efficient. Like, how can I get to my spot in less steps and less movements as possible? Or like, if I'm guarding my man, the angle of how we play and close. If I close out and then force my man to the baseline, then I know I have help there. But if I'm not there and I don't do my job, he goes middle, then we're screwed. Like, so you learn those details fast.
So speaking of, I know you just said that, but from like your freshman year to your senior year, what did you learn? What did you change about your game? Or what did you wish you knew your freshman year that could have made you better? You know what I mean?
I don't think I feel like with that, you gotta have the freshman year in order to have the senior year. Because that freshman year, you need that adjustment period. You need to understand how to play defense, like how to actually, like we had this thing called TCC, trust, commitment, care. That's the whole foundation of what Davis is based about. Can I trust you to do your job on and off the court? Are you committed to being there and putting in the effort? Like communicate, like that's the most important. So once you really learn those things, and apply them to everything, not just sometimes, but all the time. Like that's kind of what they kind of instill you at Davidson. Like,
all right, so to move on, after college, I think you went to play summer league for the Charlotte Hornets.
yep.
What happened there? Like, was it a bad experience? Did you not get play time, or what? Like, how
No, so I was hooping and we had practice all week, going crazy all week.
Vegas,
No, this was before Vegas.
Orlando.
You know, we was going to Vegas. So I was on Vegas. I was on the summer league till we was training to go there.
Okay.
So we had a week of practice that week, and I was killing. And bro, so like one of the practice, Patrick Ewing comes down. It's like, y'all know who the hell we drafted, like Brooks or y'all, like so. Like what? Yeah, so I'm over here thinking like, okay, I'm a hoop, like I'm a hoop, but like I'm getting packed, ready to go. They knock on my door. It's like, yeah, we gonna roll with the guys that we drafted and stuff like that. You won't get much PT, so like we just want to let you know. Like, I was like, I'm glad y'all told me straight up. So I was just like, well, I'm just gonna stay. And at the time I already had a contract signed in Europe, so I wasn't like stressed about it because I already signed. But I was just like, damn, like,
So
bro, I was doing all this work and.
So your dream was the NBA though, or the goal was the NBA though?
My goal wasn't the NBA. I was going to take a shot for sure. Like if I made it, I made it.
So you had go ahead.
It's still the fact though that you had the opportunity to train and practice at the point. Like, motherfuckers ain't getting that skill, but people ain't getting the opportunity, bro.
Oh no, for sure.
Like just the fact, bro, Patrick Ewing said, damn, did we
Exactly. And not just the Charlotte Hornets, but going all over the place. Like that whole experience was dope because I was literally like for like 3 weeks just flying from team to team, just working out. And that was cool as hell. And you going up against everyone top in their class, so they're looking at the draft. So it's the best competition.
That's what I'm about to say. So I don't know what workout. What is a workout like? What is it?
Every team is different. So like Phoenix Suns, like you got them, they run and gun. So you come in like lift weights, do like your performance stuff like bench press, doing the squat, shit like that.
Hold on. Like take me through one whole workout. Like you get
So
to the building.
all right, Phoenix, you get there. You probably get in the day before if you're lucky. You get in the day before. They put you up in a pretty nice spot. And you get all the room service and stuff like that. You wake up in the morning, go down. So say they have it like at 8 or 9 or 10 or whatever the time you get down there. They got your practice stuff, so you get all the gear that the NBA players get. Yeah, so like they get there, they do all your measurements, hands, wingspan, stuff like that, weight, and then so with Phoenix Sun we did how many times you could bench 185, and then did like some kind of like jumps, like different types of jumps, agility training, some stuff similar to that you do in like you see on the NBA draft,
like the
combine, yeah. So then after that, so you do 1-on-1, 2-on-2. 3-on-3, and then we did 3-on-3, full court with a 14-second shot clock, which was crazy because it's really just come off the pick and roll and just, just 1-2 passes, jump. So that was wild. And then so you really just hooping up and down. They got you like someone on the wing, you close out, simple stuff like that. They really just want to like it just depends on the team. Some guys they bring you in there to see, all right, is how they looking at somebody. Say looking at you, but we want to see how you are to get some good competition. So we're just gonna bring someone else in and see how you gonna react. Stuff like that.
So who did you play one-on-one with? Is there any names that you killed that we can, you know what I'm saying? Like we can drop off in this podcast?
I ain't gonna do that to him. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do that to him.
Oh,
I ain't gonna do that to him.
He's trying to take him to the face now. You can say he would be under.
But
Everyone know. People know.
But okay, were you playing against forwards or were you playing against like?
It's all forwards. Some forwards. Some is like a mixed guard forwards and the center. Just depends on the team.
What position were you playing when you was?
I was like more wing 3, which was good because like in college I played 4 and 5. So that's as I've gotten older.
No.
4 and 5? Not really.
Because the 3 you more.
5. It just depends on the game. So in the NBA, the wingman is of course more different. You got to be able to be more versatile.
For sure.
I think in college, like when I was playing the 4 and 5, like guys are not really moving like that. Especially like at the 5s, I was undersized, so it was either quicker or vice versa. Like you sort of, I'm just too strong. Like so.
Catching bodies.
Yeah. And college was so slow. Like the game, like by the time my senior year, the game was just slowed down. And then,
Like high school.
yeah, it was just slowed all the way down, and then it was wild.
All right, check this out. So let's move on from that. What's the first place? You went overseas. All right, matter of fact, let me ask this. How do you get overseas for people that don't know? Like, you got to get an agent, then you got to go. Like, how do you get to
So
go
after the season, after my senior year, I had a lot of agents hit me up. So I just kind of went through my head coach, Coach McKillop, kind of vetted.
So wait, are there NBA agents and
yeah,
overseas
NBA
agents?
So there's NBA agents. So you have your American agent who'll come. It'll be like it's kind of like your home base. And he has ties to the NBA and overseas. So when we say ties over NBA overseas, he'll have reps in each country.
Gotcha.
So your American agent will be here, he'll try to represent you, put you in a G League, and or put you in an NBA.
Yeah.
That don't work. So he'll have different reps in each country, one in Russia, Germany, Italy, so forth.
Sure.
And then just depends on the team. So some teams have relationships with certain agents that they only go through. Or so if they really like you, they usually do their scouting probably like February, March. They start scouting for the next season. So some of the people who do the scout for each team, they usually have their targets, and they just reach out through them.
It's hard.
Yeah, that's hard. But okay, you went overseas. What was the first place you went? First team, all that.
My first place was Naples, Italy. It's
Italy?
crazy. Italy, yes, Naples.
Nice though. It's like you mean crazy.
Well, I looked into Google. I was like, yeah, I'm going to Naples. Like, yeah, this shit about to be hard. Like,
Yeah.
on the water, sit there. I get there. That shit's completely opposite what I thought. Like the water's nice, but Italy, southern Italy, is nothing like you've
So
ever.
that's like the hood.
Yeah.
For real?
Northern Italians don't consider Southern Italians Italian, and the Sicilians are not even motherfucking people to them. Like it's that kind of like it's that segregated kind of.
So you
It's a different
by
world.
yourself?
Two different worlds. Northern Italy and Southern Italy. It's two different
You
worlds.
by yourself though?
Yeah, solo.
Solo though. That's
Get off the
crazy.
plane, solo. They get off the plane. They take me go get the pizza. Cool. Introduce people. Blah blah blah. They take me to my apartment. They show me around. They toss me the keys. All right, practice on Monday. I think they're like Friday. Practice Monday like such and such. We gotta wait. So I'm like,
Dang. So listen, we skipped over this. You said you signed the contract. What was, if you don't mind, what was the contract? What did you sign?
10 months, 90.
10 months, 90?
10 months, 90. Yeah. At the time, it was so that was big money. But the thing is, I didn't get all that.
What you mean?
No.
Texas kid.
Not just tax because that's net, but this is Italy was, so they were late on payments, probably like off the gate really, they was off payments. And the way my contract is set up, if you're 30 days late, if you're 2 weeks late, I don't have to practice. If you're 30 days late, then the contract's terminated. But they always pay me like on a 28th, 29th day.
Yeah.
But then by that time, you're still late though. Like you're still recurring. So it got to a point where like a whole bunch of bullshit in between this, but it got to a point where they were trying to give out checks, but I knew the checks would bounce. So I told them, if you only want to like get to me, you gotta pay me cash because I don't trust y'all.
Right.
Like, they was shady like that.
Dang.
Like real shady.
So, was you playing though? Like you was playing the games?
Yeah, so at this point, I was playing in the games, but I wasn't practicing. So I would they'll knock on my door. We play on Sundays, they'll knock on my door like clockwork. Saturday night, probably like 9 o'clock, they'll come and give me cash. Like, is this enough to play tomorrow? Yeah, all right, I'm playing, but I'm not practicing. So that was it.
Dang. That's such.
And I did that from Thanksgiving to like mid-January.
That's what I was about to ask. So, okay. It got to a point. So you didn't finish the whole season?
No, because I just got fed up with all the craziness and I just bounced. I went my last day, asked my assistant coach, can you take me to the airport? Went got a pizza, ate the pizza right as they like warming up after the game, everything in my slides.
Oh,
After the game,
disrespectful.
my assistant coach dropped me off at the airport. I went home, came home because I just wasn't. I had a contract for another team. They wanted to buy me out the contract. You know, my current team couldn't afford me, but they wouldn't let me go. So everyone could leave, but you like you want to stay. I'm like, nah, like y'all don't pay me.
So you had to wait that 10 months so the contract was over.
So I just bounced. So I was able to, I just terminated it because once I left, I knew they wasn't gonna pay me after the 30 days. So the contract was terminated. But by the time I was flying back home, I already had an offer from Israel. So, but they wanted me to fly, like, then turn around and come right back. I was like, nah, and plus I had to wait for the contract to terminate anyway,
okay.
So, like, I was only there, I signed for 90, I probably got like 50, maybe 50 out the 90.
I mean, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Maybe, somewhere around there, give or take. But then I went to Israel and I finished.
So I'm saying, wait, you took that whole season off, like a whole year or something. Did you go to Israel?
No, I went straight after Italy. I came home for a week and I went back to Israel.
Oh, okay. I thought you
said I finished my rookie season in Israel.
Okay.
Is Israel a better situation?
Yeah, much calmer situation. I was in this place called Galil, which is like 2 hours outside of Tel Aviv in the farmlands. And like my apartment was a studio apartment in someone's garage that someone converted to a one bedroom.
Like, I'm talking about Israel. I'm not talking about
Israel's nice. Israel's so dope. It's like Tel Aviv. Yeah. Tel Aviv is love. It's like Miami.
I never really.
Yeah, Tel Aviv's like Miami.
Yeah, we gotta write that one down. We might have to check it out.
Let me know.
But okay, Israel. Okay, you playing. So from college, this is what I really want to know this for real. Is college harder than like the pros? I really want to know from NBA perspective, but from overseas perspective, because I feel like college they run in zones. They got like focused players, but overseas everybody.
Europe is a whole nother grind. Everyone's because you're not dealing with just foreigners, you're dealing with domestic players too, and like some of the best shooters I've seen have been overseas.
Oh, really?
What? Yes. Yeah, like it's a different brand of basketball. Like way more physical, way more fundamentally sound. Like,
fans different too?
Yeah, it takes like the college game and it turns it up a notch. And you playing with grown men, it's harder. With grown men, like the speed of the game, like, and guys are like specialists. Like you playing against the guys. So if you're a foreigner making it playing at these top leagues in Germany, like you the best of the best, you're the cream of the crop. Like, so you ain't there, you ain't no slacking dudes. If they good at what they do. So if a dude you look on the scouting report, it's like a right hand drive guy, whatever. Best believe he gonna be nice at that right hand drive. like so it's like the scouting report is efficient. Like you like, oh, these niggas is nice.
And that's what I want people to understand, because a lot of these young people are like, okay, if I'm making it to the NBA, I'm just gonna go kill overseas. Overseas is not a joke.
Bro, no,
like, don't get it fucked up.
Nick, best players. There's players in EuroLeague right now that could come to the NBA and go nuts.
So I wonder why they don't know. Like that's I guess
they
love their country.
The vibe. It's different.
Anything like goddamn Luka, they be true.
Bro, I told Bro, I remember watching Luka when he was 15 play Real Madrid. He was 15 at Real Madrid playing EuroLeague. Starting point guard and like was getting busy. Yeah, he was getting, bro. He's the best player on the court. Bro, what he's doing now is that's what he was like when he said, when they asked him which one's easier to score. He's like, NBA for sure. I'm telling you,
he did.
Like EuroLeague is a completely different, like just the vibe, the games, the stadium, the fans, it's nothing like the States.
Arena's a little bit smaller though.
Yeah, arena's a little bit smaller, but like if you like Olympiacos and Panathinaikos, for example, is two biggest teams in Greece. Now, take UNC and Duke and like amp that up like times that up by 10. Like the whole country, like the whole city of Athens is like it's like Bloods and Crips, like Panathinaikos and Olympiacos.
Damn, they take this shit serious.
They take like, but people are like everyone knows basketball though. Right? Like people know basketball, like all Europeans, soccer, football and basketball, but like even the fans, like they really educated about basketball. Like they know plays. Like they know.
Damn fans, they get some education.
Yeah, and they'll call you out. Like they really fans of the game, and the atmosphere is outrageous. I played it. I done played in like some of the wildest games, dog. That's why I missed like some of the craziest, most amped up games. Oh man, what, bro? We played on my boy. He actually here. My second year, I went back to Italy, and we was in the playoffs. We up 2-0 in like the first round. Played this team called Trieste. They have a 7,000 arena gym. So we go on the road, game 3, we win. They wasn't expecting us to win. My teammate here, a rookie, he goes out the stands and he does this to the stands. But they thought he flicked the bird. They thought he flicked them off.
Yeah.
So it's all on Facebook, all the newspaper. So like we see him, but we get back to the locker room, we like, well, yeah, bro, you're a rookie, so we not bad about it, but we not gonna win the next game. Like, you kind of screwed us for the next game because he did this and it's all in the papers. Bro, so game 4, first quarter, we're up 28-26. Going into halftime, it's 32-57. We only scored 2 points. I'm telling you, bro. like the refs just switched. Like,
oh, the refs.
Bro, they just like, yeah, all right. They called a foul on me. I said, what? Like, did this? Gave me a tech.
Dang.
My man who did this, he just turned around. They gave him a tech just for standing right next to me.
Damn.
And like, so you getting fouled. They not calling nothing. Yeah. Ball goes out of bounds on this. Clear. It's their ball. We like, okay, we know what type of way this is. I walk off. I told the coach, take me out. I'm not about to play in this. Like, I already know this shit. This wasting my time. I'm not about to get hurt.
For real.
Bro, fans out there. So you know the shit with the fan with the thing that's over here, bro, throwing lighters, pens, whole toilet paper rolls, like you see in the school, the big, they throwing them, bro, throwing everything. All you hear in the stand, boom, boom, boom. I heard that shit the whole game, cussing, calling me all types of shit, bro. I was just like, bro, I called my mom, I was like, yeah, that's. I ain't never seen nothing that crazy. I done been in games when we was playing Bayern Munich. Some call happened. The fan jumped over the fucking scoreboard and got into the ref's face. We had to take him, toss him back over, like, because they was going, it's close game, but it's us at the time. We top forward in Bayern Munich, the soccer club. They also have a basketball team, so it's like head to head. It's our first time like actually like in the game with them, because when I was in Germany, that team was like they've been at the bottom for years. So they first time like we was top 4, like so we were the top best 2 teams in the league. So it was like the atmosphere was wild.
I want to ask you this, bro. We talked about the environments overseas, right? Mm-hmm. What was your latest from the time you stepped foot on campus? The latest, not home, fuck home. The latest road game you played on your whole career.
Road game?
In college.
In college.
It doesn't compare at all to the overseas.
The latest road game in college.
Cause you was mid-major, but I know y'all.
Yeah, we played a lot of. Kansas was crazy. We beat Kansas in Kansas City. That was wild. I would probably say that in college. And overseas, I would probably say there's so many. Probably Germany. Stupid. Probably, yeah. Probably like.
Was it later than the Kansas moment though?
No. It's kind of even just because at the time, in that time in Germany, we played this team called Bamberg. They've been good for a few years. They done won like 8 championships. So we beat them in their home course. They first time ever beating them. They had like 30 something. Dang. So like, and then like all the fans went nuts. Like, yeah. So that's. So
let me. I know we on this. Mm-hmm. I got one more question. When the team you beat Kansas, who was it? Was it Bill McElroy, Josh Jackson? Who was it that year? What year was this?
What's his name? Sheldon Collins. What's his name? Thomas. Tayshawn Robinson. I matched up with him. Yeah. That's who we went. Yeah.
Y'all beat him. This was in like one of the Thanksgiving shit? Like early?
Nah, it was like December. It was like one of the early non-conference games. Yeah.
Y'all beat him?
Yeah, we beat him in Kansas City.
Who what?
Tayshawn Robinson.
Was he strong as a bitch?
Strong as hell. First jump ball go up. I said, he was like in all the American shit, like on ESPN. I said, "Hey, bro, I said I respect you, but hey, you about to go at it today." He said, "I see you, young blood." Hey, we went right at it.
So who won? Who won the match?
Oh, we won, so I'm taking that.
You taking
I'm taking that. We got the dub.
Well, it had to be top 5 at the time.
Yeah, it was top. They was top 4, top 5.
We had the Black Rock Pop champagne.
Oh yeah, we was lit.
Speaking of, are you a talker? Like you talk junk? Oh, now somebody even talk to you? What if somebody talking to you?
But people don't talk to me, dog.
What? You don't talk. Shit.
I mean, talk.
I feel like more people don't say that because people mean, shit, you if you don't know, you'll find out fast. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. If you don't know, you'll find out real fast.
So check this out. I was watching some of your highlights, just trying to, see what your game was about. And it looks like in college, you was more of a, you in the post, you caddy, dishing, you driving. And then when you got to overseas, you developed a jump shot. So what did you see that made you want to like develop a jump shot? Or was it like,
no, nothing. My agent just hit me up. It was just like, yo, you want to take it up a notch, you got to knock down 3 consistently.
I was about to say, do you always have a shot? You just never.
I always had the trail 3. The trail 3 spot was like my shot, just because we worked out at Davidson all the time.
Yeah, for sure.
So I was comfortable shooting the trail 3. I feel like I always shoot, but I just wasn't like I didn't need to until like he kind of like. So I went over to Europe and kind of like, all right, in order for me to go to the next level and make it easier for everybody, not just me, but space the floor, I gotta be able to shoot.
And that took you to another level, though. You felt like.
Yeah, that's why I definitely turned up once I got the jump shot, I was already comfortable in the paint and the post. Like, so that's at home, but I wanted to feel just as comfortable outside, inside. So that's why I just really focused on these past couple summers, and just been locked in on it.
So now you're in Japan.
I'm in Japan now.
So I really don't know this, bro. What in the heck is the B1 and B2 league? Like
B1 is the top league in Japan, and then B2 is just different tiers. So B1 is the top league, the B2, B3.
So B1 is like NBA, B2.
Yeah,
like
B1 is like their version of the NBA.
And G League B2.
B2
is like,
I would say G League is B2. It's just more like, so clubs can move in and out. So you could be a B1 team, and you come down to the bottom 2 spots, you go down to B2, and the B2 team, top B2 teams come up to B1.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of.
So you really got to play like, so I'm saying like NBA is kind of like, oh, you lose, all right, everyone go home. But imagine like, if niggas lose, all right, you're not in the NBA no more, y'all go down to the G League and another team comes up.
Dang.
Niggas be acting a whole, like GMs and shit be acting, and that's another paradox that just comes with being in Europe. That's just another.
So B2 and B1 get paid different though?
This depends on the team. Every team has different budgets. There's a lot of B2 teams. Shit, there's B3 teams that got crazy money.
For
Yeah, it just depends on the team and the owners.
Tap in with an Asian, I go B3.
For real though. I'm tired. But listen, B3, okay, B3, B2, B1. I know y'all don't play like 82 games like the NBA. How many games y'all play?
Shit, I mean, if you put in the preseason, it's 75.
Oh, is it?
If you play 60 regular season.
60 regular season.
Play Saturday, Sunday, back to back.
Oh, so regular season playoffs, y'all play 82.
If you put in preseason and with the playoffs, you make it that far, you'll play about 80-something, 90-something games.
But y'all only play on Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, play Saturday, Sunday, and then sometimes Wednesday. So we had a whole month where we play Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday for like 4 weeks straight.
Damn. So you play back to back?
Yeah, back to back.
Think about it though. You got Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you don't have a Wednesday game, it's cool. If you don't have a Wednesday game, it's straight. But if you have a Wednesday game, yeah, that shit.
Imagine they don't, bro. Niggas play 5 games a week. It's only 7 days in there.
That's us. If you Saturday, 5 games.
Crazy, right?
I know. Well, my first year over there, I didn't know that. So I got over there, and I was like, hold on, wait. We play Saturday at 7, and then play Sunday at 1?
Oh, hell.
So I got done on Saturday. I'm exhausted. I'm like, yo, I gotta wake up in the morning and be at the gym at like 10
Ain't no club.
to do this again. What?
So, okay, speaking of, though, what's your healing process? Like, you ice bath, you what? Like, how do you?
I have damn near every tool you possibly think of. Game ready, Normatex, massage guns, foam rollers,
Got the little blow up shit for the leg.
everything coming. I got literally everything.
You need all that.
Stem
don't you?
machine.
Need all
Yeah,
that.
I take it all, even on the road.
Was you doing that in high school, or you learned it in college?
I didn't learn that to a pro. I didn't learn that to first of all, I didn't have the capital even to invest in it. Like, but I learned fast that investing in yourself is the most important. Like, all that stuff I put in, I've definitely got my money back off.
I'm glad you said it because I want you to tell them too, not just basketball, but everything in life.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta invest in yourself.
Exactly.
You gotta with anything.
100%.
yeah. I tell everybody, hey, you gotta pay yourself first off the top. Every time you get something, pay yourself first. Pay yourself. Just like you said, invest in yourself.
People think it's owed to them though. For some reason, they haven't put in the work, but but it is what it is. But anyways, if you could change something, right, to get you to where you are quicker, or if there's something that you could change that you didn't know in high school or something that can get you to the point you are quicker, what would it be?
If I wish, like I said, if I would have known now, is back then how to really lock in and like really develop. Now I feel like I've got it down to a science of how to actually like set a goal and turn that goal into a habit, like pretty fast.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Exactly. So it's like. What's the formula? That's a good. Like, is it consistently just going
reps.
after that. Reps.
Consistency, reps, discipline. That's really comes down to.
So that shit
like,
become like second nature.
Until you don't think about it. No.
Exactly. The motherfucker got you going crazy because you ain't done it yet.
Yeah, and it's like you got to do it enough to like you get tired of doing it. It gets repetitive, but that's the beauty of it. I
I
think
want to
that's.
ask you something, bro, about motivation. Do you feel like how you feel with like this? How I feel about motivation. I feel like this is more discipline than motivation because motivation comes and goes. Cause I ain't like me. I work out every day. I love fitness. I'm into that shit. But I ain't motivated too much. But I still go every day. So I was like, like, how do you feel about this?
I think, like you said, I think what makes me, like you said, your motivation is going to be up. So how I think it like all comes down to consistency. Like, I think of it like this: if you thinking about the past or you thinking about the future, like you're not present. Like that's where it comes. You gotta be present in order to be consistent.
Facts.
Like if you're not present, all right, and then like you said, you don't have your goal set out, and you're not constantly working that every day. Even though you're not like, even with my knee, for example, I just had knee surgery, and like I do my recovery method every day, game ready, Normatex, stem machine. I do the cuts. I do that rotation probably 2-3 times a day. And like I don't really, that day I might not feel better, but that next week I feel the results of what I put in this week.
Sure.
Like, but it's all about, all right, and this is one thing that my coach, I take this to heart, is pay me. He used to say all the time, pay me now or pay me later. But later always gonna have interest on it. Always have interest on it. Like, you always gonna pay interest or if you put something on. So like he was always say, pay me now, pay me later. So I always be like, I'm just gonna knock this out. Let's go ahead and do it. And a lot of people just push it off or like, man, I wanna go, I wanna be here, but I just only think big picture. I'm not thinking about, all right, how can I get better today? Like,
Listen, that's a bar. That's a bar, definitely. Pay me now, pay me later, that's definitely a bar. Y'all need to listen up. But how did you get your confidence, bro? Because I know a lot of people that's crazy.
But confidence comes with reps. That goes back to just repping out and doing a habit.
Listen, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What you just said is the same exact thing I said, the same thing everybody else said, but the situation he talking. Okay,
so go ahead.
Say you know somebody, right? Crazy athletic. Like, crazy as hell.
Yeah, gifted.
God gifted. Has a crazy work ethic. Goes to the gym 7 days a week. Does the bench drills. Does everything. Like, put in so much work and time. It's fucking
and kills the pickup.
Oh, votes.
Nobody killing in
We can
pickup.
go to I can call it right now. We can go to Lifetime right now. We can bust everybody. Terry Rozier coming in, he gonna bust it. I'm talking about we'll go crazy in pickup. But as soon as he get in an environment with real game and coaching and got to play in the system and referees and crowds, it's like all that shit goes away. All the work, it's like all the work he's put in, it's gone. Like,
Gone.
about
Like,
that shit.
It's like it's like you get out there and see the test and you just forget everything.
exactly. That's exactly what
But
it
you
is.
know,
Yeah.
and you know the work, and the crazy that everybody knows you though. They talk about how good you are, but it's just when it's time to perform in that situation. So how would you what advice would you give that person to get confidence?
Thank you. Perfectly said.
You know what I'm saying?
Really, you just gotta. Shit, you just gotta believe, like you said, you really gotta throw yourself in the fire and be. I used to tell myself, what do I have to lose? Like, what do you have? What do you really have to lose? You already here. Like
Sometimes, like, I know because when I was hooping, sometimes it'd be like, dang, my friends here, I'm trying to go crazy, but then I kind of freeze. I don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? Because if I miss, they would be saying something, so it was shaking my confidence a little bit. So I know he has the same problem, but. Like, I don't. How would you think about basketball? You didn't really care. Like, you just.
I mean, even now, like there's times, even me, I go through shooting slumps. But yeah, I mean, you go through your ups and downs. I think more is just mentally staying, like being present and staying consistent. I used to have like before the games, I used to be nervous as hell before games, especially in college. I used to be shaking, like especially once I found out I was starting.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, bro, like freaking out. But then I just had to tell myself, how many games have you played, bro? Like this is nothing. At the end of the day, it's a ball, and how many reps have you done? Like how many, like you gotta, like how much work you put in, like, and for the person that you was talking about, they do that because they're comfortable in that environment. They're comfortable in that gym, in that space with their friends around. But the thing is, though, with you uncomfortable, that person hasn't been put in enough uncomfortable positions that they confident in themselves.
For sure.
Like if you've been thrown in the fire enough times, you get used to the heat.
Like, because it's complete opposite. I'm not trying to make it talk about people before, but for me and my situation, it's complete opposite. You can ask him. Out of our clique, we got like a legit 7-8 man clique that we work with, and they all hoop. I'm the worst one out of all of us. I'm not trash, but I'm the worst one out of all of us. But guess what? I got the most confidence out, and it made me so much. You can ask him.
Better, for sure.
We can go to Lifetime right now, and with my confidence, I can make it. People actually think I'm good in basketball, bro, off my confidence. I'm hustle. I'm the nigga pick up guys like loose balls and shit.
You been playing hard.
Just like you.
Oh,
You know I know. You know let's go right there one-on-one, you gonna bust my ass, but I'm gonna tell you, nigga, I'm gonna beat your ass. It's just like that.
And that's the thing, like some people, everyone's not built for it. At the end of the day, sometimes like the way things are set in place, no matter if it's just basketball or jobs, like it's built to weed people out.
Sure.
Like every facet of life is a way to weed the weakest from the strongest. That's even in basketball. Like even high school. What gets most niggas in high school? Grades. And girls.
1,000%.
Grades and girls knocks off 2/3 of niggas. Grades and girls knock off that gets you there. All right. Then if you get that, all right, say you get to college. What gets niggas after that? The party life, girls again, grades again.
Yep.
But the thing is, on top of it, you don't got your parents behind you, so you don't got no one to tell you when you gotta do there, about there. So now discipline and consistency comes even more. You find out that's a whole nother level of discipline, consistency, and the whole process you gotta dig into knowing yourself. And then you take that pros, and then you think it's worse in college. It's worse with pros. Worse with pros.
You gotta constantly adapt to that environment.
That's
Exactly.
crazy though. This is off topic. It's not. Well, it is off topic, but in college, bruh, when you went on, did you have any crazy tours? Like anything?
Crazy,
Like I know when back in the day when like players, like high D1 players, they had like crazy. Like say they won a tour, they had something crazy happen that nobody knows, like girls or you know.
Bro,
What I'm saying?
my Howard visit was the first time I like blacked out. I was like 17.
You got you drinking?
I was drinking and smoking. I was doing everything, boy. I was lit. I was it, bro. I promise you, the only thing I remember is like we went to some go-go dance party, and then I think I went to a Q house party, and then I had pickup the next day. I don't remember. All I remember is like waking up and being like, "Oh damn!" Like I'm almost late. Like it was a whole lot going on.
That's crazy, because I know it was lit back then.
Oh yeah, it's lit. Yeah, it's too lit. Like, and I've heard other stories from other guys. Yeah, everything you imagine probably happened.
So you
Couple
seen what's the movie we had?
He got game.
He got game.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like that?
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
You got good luck. Cool.
It's kind of like it is now. Now it's just open. Like everyone knew about it.
But now,
Like,
the thing is, I feel like now it's even newer because social media. If you're a father, when Jesus Shuttlesworth was a five-star, wasn't no damn Instagram, Twitter. Nobody knew who the fuck he was besides on TV and shit. Now on Instagram, you got the bitches, excuse me, you got the females in the DM now. When you get this, let me know when you touch down and sit. Like, it's so easy.
For real, bro.
it's different. Bro, because Instagram didn't come out for me. I got Instagram when I was in college. So like, but as soon as I said it, like,
Perfect.
so my wife now, my girl at the time, she the one who put me on Instagram. As soon as I said, this gonna mess up niggas' heads. This is gonna mess people up. Like, you took Twitter and put pictures on it. It's too much. It's too much. Like, this is a bad idea. That time they ain't have DMs at the time, so everybody was it was a mess. Like, it was really
social media is amazing though.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's a double-edged sword.
You can learn
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. You got,
Oh yeah, it's a double-edged sword.
You gotta
So
be disciplined even over there. Like, that's just crazy.
One like fucking relationship.
Right. And like off topic, but does your Instagram just pull up random girls? Like, you don't be looking at girls. You might be looking at.
that's everybody though. That's the algorithms. Like that's what they want you to scroll.
I been trying to control about.
If y'all, like for me, like with social media, like when I'm home, I'm not as on it as much as I am. Like when I'm going, I'm always I find myself constantly on it. Yeah, my wife.
His wife, nigga, when he's at home with his fucking wife.
Oh.
Like I said, I'm at home with my girl, nigga, I'm not
Okay. Just say
But it's, I feel that though, because when I'm with my girl, I always be on my phone. But it's not even not because I'm trying to hide something, because we already don't see each other. So
For me, Instagram is still just be like keeping up with everybody. For me, like because I'm in another country, so that's how I just keep everybody, make sure everyone doing all right, stuff like that. But it's social media is what you make it. If you can make a lot of money for it. It can also take you down a dark path. Like,
for sure.
Just, like I said, the double-edged sword.
But okay, we gotta wrap this up in a minute. But I got 2 more questions. So, first, how'd you get the name Boots?
So my freshman year, I was at Philip Berry. I wore size 16. I was like 15 years old. So my high school head coach at the time, Coach Rose, hope you're doing all right. He was just like, you don't got no shoes, them boots. And then everyone heard it, and then it just traveled. Like, it followed me from Philip Berry to Miller Creek to Hopewell. Like, it just traveled, even to Davidson. I literally had to like go across the waters to get away from that name. So it's kind of funny, because my wife used to go around like, yo, you know the mom. People like, who? You're like, oh, and then you say Boots. I'm like, yeah.
I feel like all of us have nicknames, like all
everyone has. Yeah. It's part of it.
But this one I gotta read because I was getting check this out.
No problem.
Well, first question: what do you want most in life, bro? And I'm asking this because, like, I read a book and it said if you ask 100 people what they want most in life, they won't know, or they'll tell you money, happiness, or like security. You know what I'm saying? But they won't have a plan to get there. So, what do you want most in life, and what's your plan to get there?
Well, most of life really just peace, man. Like my upbringing was a lot. Like, I mean, it's not the worst, but like it wasn't great. And it was just a lot of instability. So really, it's really just peace of mind. Like that's like now, like I remember a famous like a Lil Wayne video sticks out to me all the time. He was like, I have a very nice home. I don't have to be here. like that stuck out to me. Like, bro, like that's what, like, bro, I don't gotta be here. I don't gotta work. Like, I do this because what I love, but after like that time, like not having to be restricted to anything, like the world is my playground. Like that's.
I feel you, bro. Yeah. So, but like, what's your plan to get? Like, are you at peace of mind now, or like, because I know you just got the knee thing, so there's no way.
Oh yeah. I mean, even with me, I'm good. I'm at peace, right? Even with the knee, like, now of course I was down about it, but I just feel like I made it this far. It's just another obstacle. Like there's people going through way worse.
I feel you.
Like I don't gotta worry about no bills. My house paid off. My car's paid off. I don't got nothing to worry about. Like, there's people out here with real problems, like real problems. Like I don't, like there's kids, shit, talking about even, hey, they don't know what their next meal. You don't know what's going through their mind. Like there's men out, especially with our generation, like mental health is real. Like, you never know what's going through another man's mind. Like,
but listen, I want to speak on that real quick, bro. Mental health is real.
Oh yeah.
Don't say no wild shit, please.
But listen though, bro, people, like, I don't know what's mental health and what's not, because people use mental health to get out of like jail. Like, some people is not mental health. Some people just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's not mental health, bro. Like, you about to go kill somebody and tell me, no, I got mental health. No.
There's a book called The Broken Ladder that I read, and because of that, I don't look at people like, especially me. Of course, there's some things that's just unexcusable, but like when you see how our society is structured with capitalism, and then poverty being a result of capitalism, and how poverty has the effect on the psychological mind of what it goes through and the trauma that it brings with people. Once you understand that, it kind of explains why mental health or just we have the problems. So also, the problems with the United States is just the guns and the entitlement.
What I'm saying, you can't ban guns. Cause you know what I'm saying? It's like banning drugs. When you ban drugs, that brings in money. That's when people go get it for real.
Thing is, with the guns though, what makes it different from drugs is I've seen we're the only country with more guns than people.
But to counter that though, some of our guns are coming in from other countries. Like,
because we're the only ones buying them. We're the biggest market.
Okay.
Germany is the biggest maker of guns. My owner from the teams I used to play with, made the patent for the scopes.
Oh, for real?
For the binoculars. So any binocular and any scope rifle, he's getting paid off of. And that's as big as this.
They got some crazy guns out there too.
Exactly. So thing is, the U.S. is the only place that has a gun problem because they're the only place with guns. Everyone else just fighting tussle. In Germany, you beefing with somebody, everyone just fighting tussle, go out the day. And the cops will let you do it. Hey, all right, cool, y'all do it. Hey, cool. Cops don't even have cops have guns, but like it's just a different. Once you go somewhere that doesn't have guns and you could just walk around, not just be normal and like be at peace. Like I can go out and not have to worry about just what time, where am I going. Like as soon as I get off the plane and I land in the States, my head is on the swivel. Which cars passing by, who got in the room, like who you around. Like, you gotta watch. You gotta build your P's and Q's. And over there, it's like when I'm in Japan, I'm in Germany. Like I have that issue. I don't have that.
Yeah.
On 10 and 2. Like
really?
You can be out in the club by yourself, enjoy yourself.
Oh yeah.
You ever?
Even as a black, even as a man, as a brown man, like I feel like we get more love at other places than at home.
You speak any different languages? No. Never even tried?
I've tried, but every time I dive in to a new language, I always change countries.
So,
so, and I like where I'm at now, so I'm just like, you know what, I'm just gonna stay.
But, bro, I appreciate you, bro. Like, I want to give you all your flowers right here for sure.
Appreciate you guys having me.
Good luck with your knee, bro. Thank you for doing this for real, because you don't know us from a hole in the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
So I appreciate this. Oh.
Y'all
don't know, bro. Check out my man's brand. It's behind So Prolific. Really wanted you to speak on that. Can you speak on that really quick?
Oh yeah, So Prolific. So Nip was my favorite artist. I listened to him since in high school. He Yeah, long live Nip. Also,
Yeah,
long live
continue.
Dolph. And he's one of my favorite artists. So when he passed away, I was heartbroken, pretty much. And just wanted to just it really inspired me. Like our days are numbered. Our times is like we don't know when we out. So it's really I just wanted to spark that, and it's really just a holding company. So like
I see you rocking the shirt.
oh yeah, so they have
For sure.
T-shirts. So really just a holding company. I have various businesses within, but that just spoke to me because it made me want to diversify, like what Nip was doing instead of just the rap game and getting to the other spaces, other fields that he was doing. That was really inspiring for me. So that's where this comes from. Just going into other different avenues like the gym, fitness, lifestyles, and trucking and stuff like that. So.
Hey, listen, we didn't get to speak about the business part, which I really wanted to, but it's gonna be too long.
I know.
So we'll get into it.
Maybe
another
a part
day.
two, maybe.
Maybe a part two. But bro, appreciate you, bro.
Well,
Good luck, bro. Keep doing your thing. Keep killing.
Always. Thank you guys as well.
Yeah. Keep being a great mind, bro. You got a lot to tell, especially to tell the younger
Oh, yeah,
generation.
for sure.
For sure. So I appreciate you, bro. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, all that. Follow my mans. You want to drop your handles? Are you straight?
I'm good.
You good? Say less. I'm trying to do, but yeah, like, comment, subscribe, all that. You got anything to say for me?
Hey, listen, before we get out of here, every episode, I want to let y'all know, every episode we do, you going to learn something.
For sure.
No matter who we do, this is all about educational purpose.
He not just one person.
I'm going to fuck if you a goddamn janitor. Whatever it is, you're going to learn something after this episode.
Oh God.
Tap in.
Watch
Tap
that
in.
push. We out.
A lot of losses and I charge it to the game. All I wanted was the money, don't give a fuck about the fame. Niggas claiming that they love you, but on the low they really hate. Not even looked out on my prices and them suckers try to play. I done been so fucked up without a hand to help me out. When it